Sponsored by HoYoverse. You guys want an IQ test? Here's an IQ test. What do the words electrocardiography, anti-bureaucracy, indiscriminately, and hypersensitivity have in common? It's a real thinker, this one is. They all rhyme with the 16th greatest word in the English language, free. Why do I bring up the word free? Because, my friends, it's happened again. What do I mean? To celebrate the biggest patch to date for Zenless Zone Zero, HoYo are giving us a free 5-star in the form of Asaba Harumasa. Now, you guys have seen me mention Zenless quite a few times on this channel, mostly to see how my pulls have been going, you know, which are, but it's time. The wait is over, my friends. Patch 1.4 is here, and with it, pause. Please excuse this brief interruption, as I just played 1.4, and in it, the hardest cutscene I've ever seen was just dropped. Guys, for a second, my jaw dropped, honest to God. I couldn't believe HoYo were the ones to do this. They cooked hard with this one, and it'd be a shame for one not to see it. Guys, I had to obtain special permissions to throw it into this video, but if one is going to judge the game, I beseech thee, do it off, well, part of the cutscene. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but because it comes from 1.4, I do want to give a quick spoiler warning.
See, now this is how you make your main character feel like a main character!
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
And with it, my friends, comes one of the 8 Void Hunters, Hoshimi Miyabi. You guys want to hear a fun fact that may or may not be true? A little bit of gossip, never hurt no one, huh? When Zenless was in its beta, the last beta had Miyabi disabled because all anyone was playing during the other betas was Miyabi. This is the kind of hype we are dealing with here, my friends. This is Archon level hype. This is Emanator level hype. The 8 Void Hunters are the entire city of New Eridu's defenders. Let me tell you why that matters. New Eridu is the last city on this world. So to be a Void Hunter, you have to be the strongest of the strongest of the strongest. And despite being missing, I wonder why, Arche is the one I'm most excited to meet. I mean, look at his design, folks. And for those going, oh yeah, look at that design, there's no way he'll be playable. My friends, I present my counter-argument, Ben Bigger. Shatter every past notion you have of HoYo games with this one, because that's what HoYo did when making this game. I mean, this is a real scene from the game.
What? You found the red thing? Then what are you waiting for, Commander? Pick the biggest gun and rain down justice!
And there is no better time than 1.4 to test out the new formula between the free 5-star, the GOAT 5-star in Miyabi, and more importantly, the first phase of the story, which is reaching its climax this patch. So go on, download the game, experience the city of New Eridu, the last hope of humanity, in a world ravaged by disasters called Hollows. Play as Belle and Wise, a pair of ingenious criminal siblings who run a video store by day, but work as proxies or guides of the Hollows at night, and operates under a secret identity known as Phaethon, the most legendary proxy to exist. If you know of their true identity, beyond this surface-level goal, the siblings aim to uncover the dark truth of why the entire city of Old Eridu really fell. Claim your free 5-star or work towards Miyabi, and let me help you out there, my friends. Use code MIYABIRELEASE for 60 Polychromes. Then, after you get your Miyabi, join the others and fight. And fight! And wait, no, that doesn't work. For an NPC, you know, that kind of hype might work, but no, not you. I know you. Yeah. You follow lore in the games that you play. You're not an NPC. We can't sit here and throw you into the fray with no prior knowledge of what's happened thus far, can we? I mean, look Look at this Avengers-style team-up. It wouldn't make any sense, but hold on a second, this is a lore channel, so we all know what's about to happen, albeit really abridged and fast. I mean, a lot of things to cover in a very short amount of time, but my friends, I should warn you, buckle in, as this game, Zenless Zone Zero, could very well be MiHoYo's darkest story yet. I mean, look at the teaser MIYABI just got. In it, we learn when MIYABI was just a kid, she had to put down her own mother because she was infected by the hollows and was turning into a monster. So, what should we do? Maybe a little bit of this, a little bit of that. The story starts in New Eridu, with Belle and Wise watching a newscast telling us a smaller hollow or companion hollow has broken out in the city. We swap shots and hey look, meet Billy, Anby, and Nicole, a trio who form the group known as the Cunning Hares who take commissions. As we can see, they've stolen a strong box from a research institute and are refusing to give it back. The city takes note of the incident and blasts all occupants in the building, causing Billy and Anby to fall into the small hollow that broke out earlier. A simplified definition of what a hollow is a supernatural disaster that affects an area, and if one stays in a hollow for too long, well, we'll find out in just a bit. As they maneuver through the hollow, we find out what happens to those who stay in a hollow for too long. They become monsters known as an ethereal. Back to Belle and Wise, Nicole bursts in shouting for help as the rest of her team is in the hollow and they need a proxy or a guide to get them out, but not just any proxy. They need Belle and Wise, otherwise known as Faithin, the greatest proxies to ever live, but few know of this because being a proxy is illegal. Faithin operates by sending a small robot or bangbu into the hollow, then temporarily possesses it to help them complete a mission, in this case, a search and rescue. We rescue the two, but forget the thing they stole because it's currently being just guarded by a Giga Ethereal. We regroup and eventually the Cunning Hares go back into the hollow to retrieve the strongbox, but as we're guiding them through it, our comms start to break up. Phrases begin repeating, and the comms go dead as we realize we've been hacked. The hacker demands the code to the strongbox and says the Cunning Hares have no idea what they've stolen, as it's a device that allows one to freely enter and exit the hollows. We defeat the hacker somehow, but in the process, we cease becoming Faithin as we're forced to delete the account it used to accept missions. After reconnecting to our bangbu, we guide the hares to the strongbox, but a new issue has arisen, as the original path to escape the hollows has ceased, and the only way to generate a new exit path in a timely manner, before they turn into monsters, is to open the strongbox and use whatever is inside. So, we do so. Our bangbu ascends to become Bangbu Jesus while we black out, only to hear the voice of a female asking if we wish to accept the terms and service of her use, and at the same time, we hear Billy tell us the hares made it out of the hollow. After that, we hear two mysterious people conversing using voice manipulators, expressing excitement that one of the keys have been activated, and it's named Fairy. We later learn Fairy is some sort of super giga AI who is now hooked up to our computer and calls the main character Master. She states she is to serve us while waiting for the opportunity to arrive. A few weeks pass, and soon enough, city elections are approaching, with a pressing issue being a construction project to renovate old Eridu's metro, leading into new Eridu. The company awarded with the contract is called the Vision Corporation, yeah, that's not ominous, and their chief representative is a small feller named Mr. Perlman. This guy looks really innocent, huh? They won the bid over their rival company Bellabog Industries due to having a much lower operating cost than them. Mr. Perlman announces they plan to blow the old metro sky high before beginning construction, but given the metro line to get to the metro station is in a hollow, they have to use driverless trains to transport the explosives through the hollow to the station, but oddly enough, the Vision Corporation has blocked all vision, of the blast zone. We talk about, how lovely it is. Vision had to relocate to all those people near the blast zone to proceed with the demolition. While talking, a cat Thyran named Nekomata busts through the door, pleading for Faithin's help. She says she knows our true identity, thanks to Nicole, and that currently Nicole is in the Vision blast zone, which is odd, given Perlman just said on TV No one was in the blast zone. Nekomata has Nicole's Bangbu, which we used to see what happened with Nicole and friends. It showcases Nicole on the run from the Fang Gang, yeah, that's their name, Fang Gang, really strikes fear into your heart, doesn't it? Before meeting Nekomata, who commissions the Cunning Hares to help find and retrieve a family heirloom that was taken by the Red Fang Gang. We check out our hideouts but find nothing, all the while Nekomata not only refuses to specify what the heirloom is, but she also reveals some interesting information. The Cunning Hares killed the leader of the Red Fang Gang, Silver. We check another hideout and find nothing, before Nekomata tells the gang the last hideout is right by the hollow where Vision will blow the old metro. This hollow is called the Dead End Hollow, and is home to a giga-gapped ethereal called the Dead End Butcher, an ethereal so big that just by killing him, it would actually shrink the hollow. This all makes the Cunning Hares, a bit uneasy, but once Nekomata increases her payments, they simply reason, we'll just have to avoid the Dead-End Butcher. Back to reality, we get a news update that the last driverless train carrying explosives is set to make its way through the hollows and then by the metro and by the Cunning Hares. So we need to stop the train in the hollow where Vision has, cut off visions. We send Nekomata into the hollow and act as her guide to stop the train, where by chance, we run into a maid with a chainsaw named Corin and guide her out to the hollow. We eventually catch up with the train, change its course, but strangely, we find the train packed to the teeth with armed soldiers. Nekomata saves us and we learn from the news Vision put off the demolition. We find the whole thing fishy, so we press Nekomata for answers and find the truth via Nicole's Bangbu. The Cunning Hares ran into the Dead End Butcher, who chased them down, where by chance they happened to stumble upon an underground area with hundreds of people who all should have been cleared out before the demolition began. The people here are completely unaware of any news outside the hollow thanks to Vision blocking Vision. They stated they've been waiting to hear back from the corporation for days now. And it's then we finally realize how the Vision Corporation managed to acquire such a low operating cost. It's because they never planned on relocating anyone, but rather kill them all in the explosions. Finally realizing the truth of the situation, we decide to help, even if it means we'll have to square off against the Megacorp. We plan to use the train to get the people out of the hollow, and what do you know, before long we find old Pearlman snooping about and capture him, but he and his goons blow up the train tracks, so we can't leave. Nekomata then decides to drag Pearlman to a local command center of the Vision Corporation and negotiate with him as a hostage. But we still have no way of getting all the people through the hollow and into safety with the train tracks gone, so we decide to kill the Dead End Butcher to shrink the hollow. Back with Nekomata, she made it to the command center, but Vision, they don't care much for Pearlman. We Sunday the Dead End Butcher. Director Sarah reveals Pearlman is just a puppet and sets off the explosives, which work. But before long comes the Cunning Hares with all the people who were trapped. However, Sarah then orders her soldiers to kill everyone there. But before long, the police, Bellabog, and the greatest snitch east of the Mississippi show up, causing Sarah to disappear. With a job well done, we go eat, and Nekomata officially joins the Cunning Hares. Time passes, and naturally, Bellabog Industries gets the contract to renovate the metro. They're a reputable company, aside from a mysterious scandal a few years ago that plagues them to this very day. They contact the siblings for a job, but want to explain more at their HQ. We head over there and get the old Bellabog welcome.
We're almost there. Our president is just ahead. She may be young, but she's a real beast. So it's okay if you're nervous.
I think you're supposed to say, don't be nervous.
Watch out!
Stay back! Hey, what have you done now?
It's you, Anton. Diagnostics almost done. Just stay like that. Don't move. Don't worry, kiddo. I'm just gonna install a firewall plugin. It won't hurt. Wow!
Phew. I think that's it.
Sorry I was late.
A real beast, huh? This is Belobog's leader? Hello.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Proxy. Sorry you had to see something like this so soon after getting here. Our president has been waiting for you. Please.
Huh? You're not the president?
What are you doing, Grace? Put me down! I said put me down this
Allow me to introduce our president.
I'm president of Belobog Industries, Kaleda Belobog!
They inform us of the assignments, track down 3 of their smart machines that went berserk and ran into the hollows.
Why can I hear a girl's voice? Up there!
So it's you! The bad guys are trying to break up me and Mr. White! Oh, it's only been a couple of days, and yet our child has become a fabulous young lady.
Just take it easy now, Grace. But who's Mr. White? Another machine? It's not that rundown building it's on, is it?
Don't insult Mr. White!
Yeah, smart machines. We nabbed the first 2, but with the last machine, something strange happens. It mentions it can't fail its mentor, Horse Belobog, the previous president of Belobog, and Kaleda's father. This stuns everyone, as the scandal Belobog faced a few years ago was Horse Belobog embezzling public funds before disappearing into thin air one day. This all happened the day before the old Eridu fell. Grace then comes over and tells us the reason all the smart machines ran off was because they picked up a signal deep within the hollows from the prototype smart machine, the first one ever made. This leads Belobog to once again commission Phaethon to guide them through the hollows to track down the prototype. We eventually find the prototype, but this scene, something isn't right with it. The machine appears to be pinning down a monument onto something, and what's more, the cockpit of the machine is riddled with bullet holes. Along with it is a receipt for the prototype with Core's signature showcasing the exact amount of money that went missing. It's then we decide to take the prototype and realize the horrors it was keeping at bay.
Over this way. Little more.
Careful. Slowly now.
That's it. Steady now, steady.
No worries, I'm on it. Job done.
Let's go. We're all finished here.
Huh? Wait, I seem to have forgotten something very important. Right, the seal. My mentor horse sent me a message telling me to strengthen the seal. But what could the seal actually be?
Something's moving in the monument! Is it an ethereal? Doesn't look like one, but yet, ether levels are shockingly high. It's coming!
Not so fast! Behave yourself!
Phew, that was a shock. Proxy, you've seen all sorts. What kind of monster is this?
Its outward appearance isn't that of an ethereal, but it doesn't look like a corrupted human either.
What's wrong, Wise?
What in the world?
Oh no! Hans, Friday, come in!
Their signals are gone, and ether readings are still increasing. Be careful, everyone!
It's huge! It absorbed the machines? it!
Sweepy!
Emmett, if this continues, we're done for! The prototype? President!
It took a while to get this thing moving. Leave it to me! Come on, you punk!
Go, President!
Sweet pea! Push it just like that! Use the monument! Got it! Almost! Just a little more!
They're in a stalemate.
The prototype doesn't sound good!
Sweet pea, don't force it. It's corrupting the prototype. Almost! Come on! Hurry up and get moving!
Here, Kaleda. Give it a name. When you call out that name, it'll accomplish whatever you need it to.
Dad, can I really believe in you again? Get moving! Jerry! Don't look down on me! We're proud to be Bellabog! The power of smart construction machinery! Even if corrupted, our Bellabog machinery will never give in! Dad, you idiot. Hope you'd be proud of what Bellabog's become.
A few days later, Kaleda checks in with us telling us public security took its remains and hands us the prototype's memory unit hoping we can uncover the secrets of the monster. We decide to pass it off to a hacker named Rain hoping she can uncover it, and while waiting to hear back from her, we get news the Vision Corporation has been put on trial for attempting to blow up hundreds of people, with Nicole being called to the stand. Before she sets off for the courtroom, however, she finds the twins and alerts them to the fact that Rain has seemingly gone missing, and what's more, Rain has been sending Nicole bizarre blank texts. Fairy tracks these texts and where they're coming from, and they are coming from the Ballet Twins Towers, a haunted pair of buildings that were swallowed by a hollow, and it said when the hollow appeared, 2 twin ballet sisters were in the building and died. We head to the towers and run into ghosts, maybe.
We did it.
Anby, what you felt. That was the ethereals, right?
Not sure. Was it?
So, manager, where should we go from here? Hang on, let me check.
Officers, I thought that was gonna take my nose off.
Are those sisters?
Who's there?
all very skilled. It's no wonder you're able to walk around the building unhindered. But please, stop there.
A wolf siren.
The ballet twins are private property and are currently closed to visitors. I will allow you 30 seconds to explain your presence before I decide whether or not... In short, this place is not currently open to the public, and I'm sure I have stressed. Both the floors and one's weapon should be kept in pristine condition, have I not?
Sorry, Mr. Lycon. I'm really sorry.
So tired.
Ellen, stay on task. Professionalism.
Cunning.
Corin? Is that you? Huh? Oh, Miss Nikamata. And the investigator.
Corin, do you know them?
Yes, Mr. Lycon. They're the nice people who helped me out of Hollow that time.
I see. Rena, for now, you may stand down.
As you wish.
When did you...
You're quite a perceptive young lady. You almost saw me.
She means you were way off, way off, way off.
If you aren't mere trespassers, that makes things easier. Allow me to introduce ourselves. We are Victoria Housekeeping.
The cunning hares all have to leave to take the stand, but Victoria Housekeeping states they will help us look for Rain. It's a battle, but eventually we do find something horrifying.
It opened. Great.
It's thanks to our great guide that we could restore power so quickly. Our master will surely be grateful too.
Oh, don't mention it. What's that up ahead? This is...
Do you recognize this backpack?
Yeah, this is definitely Rain's. So she really has been here. There might be some clues inside.
Music.
It's a playback device. It seems to be on a timer. It doesn't look dangerous.
Watch out!
Where did that come from?
Since we've been invited to dance, I suppose we should oblige.
We come across some goons in the tower who inform us they were hired to do something on the towers, but do mention they have a girl with them, which we take to mean Rain, who the grunt confesses is on the roof of the tower. We work our way through the tower and find out what's going on. This group kidnapped Rain to hack into the airship currently transporting both the cunning hares and Pearlman to the court to prevent them from testifying, by having it crash into the ballet twins' towers and kill everyone inside. And what's more, everyone on the ship except for Billy, because he's a robot, is unconscious due to a gas concealed within Pearlman's suitcase. We save Rain and sprint to make it to the rooftop before the airship crashes, but are stopped by an unlikely guest.
We're here. That's the exit.
Prepare to break through.
Right.
Wait. Something isn't right.
The music. Isn't it the same as before?
It's the ethereal from the atrium.
It seems our guests haven't had enough fun yet. What? There's two of them.
Is the story actually true? We're running out of time.
Rest assured, Master Proxy. For Victoria Housekeeping, it's plenty of time.
Your wish is our command.
Let's go.
We save the airship and those on board, but Perlman uses it to escape, realizing the ones who helped free him, the Vision Corporation, actually just wants him dead. A few days later, Rain hacked the memory card and tells us she doesn't know who kidnapped her, but did overhear them mention they wanted Perlman dead and said something about a sacrifice. We find out the memory card has an audio recording, and in it, we hear Hors on his last legs speaking with someone about the monster in the monuments. The second party informs Hors the monster is a sacrifice. Outside the store on a rooftop, Lycon watches overhead, revealing he too is familiar with the concept of a sacrifice. Time passes, Perlman is still missing, which causes us to suspect he fled to the Outer Rings, a place outside the city run by biker gangs, just Mad Max style. A shot of Perlman crashing in the Outer Rings confirms as much. We later learn a biker gang known as the Sons of Caledon are the ones who found Perlman, and in exchange for Phaethon's help, are willing to help set up the meeting with New Eridu's most wanted. So, we go to meet the Sons of Caledon.
I have to take some of the blame for this accident as well. We, the Sons of Caledon, must honor our guests with the finest funeral! Lighter, you will be carrying the coffin.
That's a heavy responsibility.
We'll need to keep the hearse driving steady. Piper!
Got it. I'll make sure it's as smooth as
Bernice! Of course, you'll be handling the cremation.
You got it! Just gotta burn everything to ashes and smithereens!
Lucy? Lucy?
Can you all stop goofing around?
Don't be upset. It's not every day we get to have fun with the cremation ceremony.
You don't have fun at our guest expense! Bernice! Put away the flamethrower, now! You guys are driving me nuts!
Wise, how are you feeling? Are you hurt? Sorry. We got a little carried away. Welcome to the Outer Ring. May you rise from the ashes.
They're willing to hand over Perlman to us on the condition that we assist them with the Tour de Inferno, which is a race through a hollow that determines who the overlord of the Motor League is. Long story short, we help him out, win the race, and Caesar is crowned the new overlord, following the death of the old overlord Pompey, who was betrayed by his subordinate Lucius for reasons. But that takes care of that, so now we simply wait for Perlman to wake up so he can give us answers to questions we so desperately want. Who is Director Sarah, really? Who is the secret boss she takes orders from? What is a sacrifice, and what is the Vision Corporation really planning? My friends, the climax to the story is out right now in 1.4, and you're fully caught up, and having already played 1.4, actually, you know what, John Kramer? Take it away.
Oh yes. There will be blood.